EduKart was started 4 years back. We launched our journey by launching few certification courses in areas of retail and digital marketing and finance. And over the last 4 years, EduKart has evolved into a marketplace. Today it has more than 2,500 courses from more than 120 course providers, right from K-12 to test prep to higher education and certification space. So as far as EduKart is concerned, we are not a quote unquote an online education delivery player. We are a marketplace. We list programs which have online delivery. We list programs which are delivered through books, through classrooms, through some hybrid models and everything in between. But having said that, when I look into the sector, I feel that online education has definitely picked up in the country. When we started 4 years back, there were any players in online ed space, but today we are seeing emergence of players across different segments who are doing really good stuff. So technology is the backbone for us, just like it would be for any other marketplace. Our intention is to create a platform which is very robust, which is helping a student to make an informed choice, and for that we leverage technology a lot. Education sector per se has not done very well. If you look at companies, yes, there are companies who have not grown and scaled up in size, and that is an inherent nature of the education industry. A, it is a very fragmented industry. B, there is a very good reason for a lot of companies to not scale up. One of my professors at Stanford used to say this, and I hold it very close to my heart, that education is a self-destructive business. What it means is that when an institution of excellence tries to start scaling up, there is a high degree of chance that it will not be able to scale up properly. Therefore, if you look around, there is one IIT Delhi, there is one IIT Kanpur, but they are two separate institutions. It is not that IIT Delhi has a branch somewhere else, right? Now, this is applicable to companies also who are in the education sector, and therefore you'll see companies that have done really well in one thing and they can make a really great business in that one area, but when that company starts doing something else, they face challenges. Therefore, at EduKart we have taken this stand that we do not want to be a delivery player, because we believe that we'll only be able to become good at one or two areas of delivery, and we took a stand that we want to be a marketplace and we'll help students figure out the right program, but not necessarily deliver the program ourselves, and we hope that that can become a scalable model. So we keep on launching scholarship programs. Last year we launched a program under the leadership of our brand ambassador Yuvraj Singh, and it had great results. We partnered with certain institutions, and we on the other side partnered with Yuvraj, and we promoted certain courses, and deserving students got scholarships for those courses. And we find ourselves in the middle of this ecosystem where we can impact lives of thousands of students, and I think scholarship is a very small part of what we can do as a company in this area. So EduKart works like any other marketplace. We list our programs through different course providers. We then do marketing over that. We get traffic to our website. We have counselors who talk to students and help them figure out the right program, and we make commissions on every sale that happens. So just like any marketplace, when a student enrolls through us for a program, we'll get a part of the fees. So I was an entrepreneur before I worked at Paytm and Facebook. I went to business school to study. When I came back to India, this was 2009, and Facebook had just started, and they were looking for their first growth manager in India. And I had fallen in love with Facebook. Post that, I ended up meeting Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and Paytm had still not evolved that time, and Vijay was building 197, the mobile VAS company, and I just fell in love with the entrepreneurial spirit that he showed, and he continues to show. So as I started to get comfortable in 197, one day I went to Vijay and said that, Vijay, I think it's time for me to leave and go back to education. I married the girl that I dated for 10 years, and she knew that one day her life will be hell because her fiance then and her husband would become an entrepreneur. So she's always been very supportive. My parents understand entrepreneurship themselves. I think just the whole idea of seeing a student coming out of a classroom and feeling really excited that he or she was able to get some relevant education really motivated me. So education kind of became my passion. So I am super excited about the role that EduKart is currently playing in the education industry. I think over the years there is a lot of headroom for us to grow. We are very small right now and the education sector is huge. So my wish is that when a student decides 5 years from now, or not even 5 years, a couple of years from now, that he wants to do a course, his first destination should be EduKart.
So I know Ishan for 4 years as a friend before I invested. It's been a very nice ride. So I know him as a person. I know that he was really, he's extremely passionate about the idea and he's extremely determined to make it happen. I think that is what, and obviously all the other factors is what made me finally decide to invest in him. See, I think the biggest attraction why to begin with I even considered investing with EduKart was because it was horizontally, it was just all across the page, right? From K-12 all the way to certification. So to me, in terms of a challenge for EduKart, I think one is that as a marketplace when you're dealing with this thing, you don't have your own content, right? So you're dealing with people who have their content. When they have their content, your credibility is on the line with their delivery, because we are an education marketplace where we can control the kind of people who are selling content on it, but we can't be micromanaging it.
5 years back, I would have said an entrepreneur is somebody who takes risks and follows his passion and does whatever he really feels he needs to achieve and just follows that, with complete dedication. Today, I think my definition of entrepreneurship has changed. An entrepreneur is someone who takes a calculated risk, not a risk, but a calculated risk, follows his passions, but is also smart enough to know that he or she will have to course correct when things are not going right and continue to pivot till there is a right match for the entrepreneur. And then once that right match comes, he or she should go all out to achieve it, no matter what others are saying.
So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.